Hello and welcome to Busy Body Blueprint. Today we're diving into a super beginner friendly leg and glute workout that you can do right at home or anywhere with absolutely no equipment needed. This 6-week program is perfect for those of you who are just starting your fitness journey and looking for some simple and effective exercises to strengthen and tone your legs, get in shape, or lose weight. This series is about taking simple yet effective exercises to help you begin your journey to a healthier you. Each of the 6 videos are designed for you to go through 2 to 4 times over a 1 to 2 week period. Each video will slightly increase the intensity and routine to keep things interesting with slight challenge or push for you. Are you ready? Let's start working on that blueprint. Let's kick things off with a quick warm-up. Now we will give it over to Coach Darren. Take it away.
Thanks, Kyle. Alright, busybodies, our first warm-up for today is going to be butt kickers. And just as they imply, you will be literally kicking your own butt. So as you can see here, she's going to be stepping side to side, alternating legs, while lifting your heels upwards to your butt. You can keep your hands on your waist or at your side for balance. This exercise is a fantastic warm-up for the thighs, knees, ankles, and hips. Also, it's a fantastic warm-up for getting your heart rate elevated, especially if you do it like this, with a faster pace, alternating leg to leg, almost running in place. If this version is a little bit too advanced for you, that's okay, just stick with the regular butt kickers. We've got 15 more seconds of this warm-up, and then we'll move on to our next 1-minute warm-up exercise. Don't be afraid to start slow. You'll see as we move forward with this program, it's very progressive. Alright, up next we've got standing hip stretch. This is a great exercise for opening up the hips and groin, and what you're going to do is while standing, take one leg and point it out to the side of you while leaving the back leg straight. Then begin leaning towards that knee while staying upright. Switch over to the other leg and do the same, and keep alternating back and forth as quickly as you can while feeling that stretch in your hips and groin. This type of warm-up stretch is definitely going to help activate your glutes and hamstrings for our next workouts. With this movement, you're definitely feeling yourself out, checking how strong you feel with your knees and ankles. It's almost like a standing partial lunge, so the deeper you can bend into those knees, the better stretch you're going to get. Make sure you're switching back and forth. This is going to keep your heart rate elevated as well. Great job, everyone. We're going to move right on into the knees to chest. So with this one, you're going to be standing on one leg. You'll pull your knee up as high as you can go and use your hands to pull that knee even further towards your chest as possible. This is really going to stretch the glutes and open up the hips. You're also warming up that balance standing on one leg. Now, as you get a little bit more comfortable with it, start alternating between legs back and forth. That way we still keep that heart rate elevated. Try pulling your knee to your chest at different angles. Way to go, guys. We've got about 25 more seconds of this warm-up. Alright, everyone, hopefully you're nice and warm and your heart rate is elevated. We're going to be getting ready to do our first exercise, which is going to be toe touches. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart and basically reach down and touch your toes. If you don't have the flexibility for that just yet, that's okay. Reach down as far as you can while maintaining a straight leg. Try not to round your shoulders too much and keep a neutral spine if possible. Each time that you reach down for the toe touch, make sure that you're exhaling and that you're giving yourself a little bit of a stretch. This exercise is great for mobility and flexibility in the lower back, hamstrings, and glutes. Fantastic work, everyone. We're going to have 30 seconds rest here. If this is your first time trying this program, I'll give you a little bit of info on how it works. Essentially, this first week is meant to be done 2 times in a week. If you're able to do that and you can complete them pretty easily, then you move on to the next week of workouts. That video will be linked in the description as well as at the end of this video. More on that later. Right now we're getting set up for squats. For squats, you're going to want your feet at least shoulder width apart, if not wider for some of you with longer legs. Begin your squat by pushing your butt out and descending downward like you're sitting on a low chair. Your toes need to be pointed slightly outward for most people, so if you need to readjust, do so now. Another cue is while you're squatting down, make sure to keep your chest up and out to maintain good form and posture. You can keep your arms on your hips or cross them in front of you as seen here. Way to go, guys. That's squats. We've got 30 seconds of rest, so go ahead and catch your breath if you need to. Nice deep breaths in through the mouth and exhale slowly through your nose. We're going to be getting set for hip thrusts, so you're going to want to lay down on your back with your knees bent as seen here. Hip thrust, you're going to push through your heels and extend your hips up into the air while your back is flat on the ground. Perfect example is the preview right there from the side view. Let's begin. So you go ahead and push through your heels, thrusting your hips up into the air. At the top of the movement, mentally try to squeeze or clench your glutes. This will ensure that you're executing the movement properly. This is a fantastic exercise for people with lower back pain who work in an office and sit all day in front of a computer. It allows you to stretch your hips while activating your glutes. Let's give a nice little push for a few reps here, guys, squeezing at the top. Great job. We've got another 30 seconds of rest here before our next exercise. The idea behind these programs is to have workouts that are familiar to you that you can execute week after week, however, that are tweaked slightly to make things a little bit more harder so that your body has to adapt. When you give your body a stimulation that it has to adapt to consistently over time, that will create changes in your body. More on that later, guys. Let's get set. Standing straight up, we're going to do calf raises. All you're going to do is lift yourself off of your heels onto your tippy toes. Keep doing that as quickly as you can while squeezing at the top of the exercise. What do I mean by squeezing? That same mind-muscle connection where you're feeling those muscles in your calves contract as hard as you possibly can. It's just a little bit more effort and control onto that specific muscle. Sometimes a nice pause at the top of the movement will help you create that mind-muscle connection. A couple more seconds here, and we've got another full minute of rest. We've got 2 more rounds of this. However, if you feel already like this is just way too easy, you're very welcome to switch to week 2, which is going to have a little bit shorter rest times in general, but still be the same routine. One of the biggest mistakes made is switching a routine too drastically, which just gives new stimulation to the muscle. However, because the variation of the exercise or the timings or the movements are so different, the muscle itself and the body itself doesn't have a chance to actually adapt. You can't master something that you've only tried once. That's why programs like this are looking to imitate what a coach would do for you in having just enough variation, but still similar exercises that you can master over a 6-week period. Alright everyone, let's get set up for round number 2. We're going to be starting again with toe touches. You know the routine here, but I'll give you some more cues. Begin. Again with this, a reminder, make sure that you're trying to actively stretch those hamstrings and then contracting them with a nice flat back at the very top, standing up straight. As you can see our model Uretzi is doing here, she's also pushing her hips back a little bit behind her as she's reaching down. This is proper form. Alright, let's keep going here a few more seconds. Let it really work on that stretch and contraction. Perfect. Again, if you guys can't reach your toes all the way now, that's okay. Most people can't. Having a limited range of motion in an exercise does not mean you're doing it with improper form. The same goes for squats, hip thrusts, and any other exercise. If they are too difficult for you to go all the way down, then just go down as far as you feel strong enough to go. Over time, by doing these exercises, you'll go deeper and deeper in all these movements. Up next, we've got squats, so let's begin. Nice wide stance, and then really sit your hips down into the ground. As you're pushing yourself up to stand up straight, make sure you're driving your heels into the ground and pushing through them. Pay attention here to how your knees as well as your lower back feels. Any sharp pains or strong discomfort means you should probably slow down or adjust your form. Great job on this, guys. Let's do another 30 seconds rest. So again, by discomfort, I mean sharp pains in your joints, knees, hips, ankles, all that. If you're just feeling the burn from the workout, that's not enough discomfort to stop. Additionally, what's amazing about this workout in general is it's going to be great for bone density as well, as this is considered bodyweight resistance exercise. Okay everyone, let's get set for hip thrusts. Begin. So really push, driving those knees and hips up into the air. Try and keep a wide or semi-wide stance as shown here. You don't want your knees to be caving inward together. So not only are you giving your body a stimulus to the muscles to grow, repair, become stronger, but you're also telling all your joints and bones to become stronger too. Great job, 30 seconds rest here, guys. Up next, we've got our calf raises to end out round number 2. Begin. Calf raises are great not only because they sculpt the muscle, but also because well-developed calves aid in circulation for the lower body. Alright, give me a good pause and squeeze at the top on every one of these reps. We've only got 5 more seconds. Fantastic work here, everyone. We've got another 1 minute rest. You've now completed 2 rounds of this workout, and up next we'll have 1 more round. As you move through this 6-week program of the Busybody Blueprint, you'll find that the main changes are lower rest times, increased work time, and additional exercises. All of them are going to be aimed at increasing muscle tone, as well as strengthening joints and promoting bone density. Alright everyone, hopefully you've caught your breath, and we'll get ready to start doing our toe touches for our final round. Let's begin. Again, the pace you see on your screen is not the pace that you have to do the exercise. If you want to go faster or you feel you can go faster, do so. Constantly pushing ourselves through these programs is going to be key for your overall progress. If we want self-improvement and growth, we need a little bit of struggle. A lot of times, most of us are geared or wired to seek out comfort. But this sometimes is not always the best route for health. So we have to seek out discomfort, like a workout like this, in order to truly enjoy our comfort and better quality of life later. Okay everyone, let's get set up for squats. And begin. Let's focus and really get into the zone here. Feel every muscle in your legs. Couple more reps here before our 30-second rest. If this is the second time you're doing this workout for this week and you're completing it, congrats, you're ready to move on to week number 2. If not, that's okay. Do it for another week. Your body's still adapting. Five seconds till we start our hip thrusts. 3, 2, 1, begin. This is the last round here, guys, so really let's put in the burn. Squeeze at the top, come down, and thrust up quickly, pushing through the heels. Alright, fantastic work. We've got 30 seconds here. Make sure to take some deep breaths and calm your heart rate. Up next, we've got calf raises. 3, 2, 1, begin. Keep it going, everyone. We've got 10 more seconds here. Really push these calf raises. Speed up the pace, contracting at the top and squeezing, straight back down and then off again. Awesome work. Great job. You completed week 1 of the Busy Body Blueprint for legs and glutes.
Great job today. Consistency is key, so keep up the good work and you'll start to see improvements in no time. If you felt you enjoyed this routine but ready for a little more challenge, then you're ready for week 2. If you struggled today or were not able to get through all the exercises, we recommend repeating today's program at least 1 or 2 more times. If you would like a little more assistance with your personal health blueprint, please click the link in the description to look at our preventative health coaching options. Don't forget to leave us a comment below to let us know how it went, and if there are any other types of workouts you'd like to see. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Busy Body Blueprint for more beginner-friendly workouts. See you for week 2.